Welcome to the Urban Music Enthusiast Podcast, the space where urban culture, music, film, and storytelling collide. I'm your host, B. Sims, and every episode I shine a spotlight on the voices shaping our communities. Artists, actors, writers, and influencers who are making a real impact both locally and nationwide. If you love urban music, film, and TV as much as I do, you're in the right place. Be sure to subscribe, share, and join the ongoing conversation about the culture. Let's get into it. Happy Friday, Xavier.
Yeah, happy Friday to you.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
Of course.
How does it feel being 1 to 2 hours from taking the stage? How does that feel?
It's different in DC because I have so many friends and family here.
Okay.
So like DC, Atlanta, Dallas, those shows always feel a little more stressful beforehand because all your people are hitting you like trying to get here. Oh, I'm on the way, blah blah blah. Yeah, and in particular, my wife and kids are gonna be at this one because she's from here. So
That's
she
special.
came up, and so it's more stressful on shows like this. But typically, I'm really chill. Like I was just playing the PlayStation earlier, so
I like that.
it's typically chill. Like I'm prepared. I'm ready to go.
I know you are.
Yeah,
I know the vocals is ready.
Yeah, I've been trying to make sure they are.
So the title of your album, which I love, by the way, and I saw you kind of touch on the meaning behind it for your Billboard article. But what specifically about your friend's Disneyland trip made you want to put Honeymoon and Mountain together as the title for this project?
Mountain kind of felt it's like a double meaning with the mountain being commitment, and the album starts halfway up the mountain. And then also the mountain part kind of just feels like a theme park.
Yeah.
The ride at Disney World being Space Mountain. There was something else that I think has a mountain in the name. I can't specifically remember it.
In Disneyland?
Well, no, just like a other theme park.
Oh, okay.
But it just sounds like a theme park to me. It sounds believable as a place. So I wanted it to be like sound like a place to people, whether it was literally a mountain to people or it was like an amusement park. Both work, and I wanted to paint that with the title.
I like that.
Yeah.
And what made you change the name, the spelling, from the traditional spelling of Honeymoon?
Just to have it like specific to me, so that when people search up Honeymoon, it didn't bring up
anything else.
Yeah, all honeymoon stuff. Honeymoon. I mean, there's a bunch of albums called Honeymoon.
Very true.
There's a bunch of movie, all kind of stuff.
All
right?
types of references.
So it's like if I do the HUNNY and then the capital M, like at least that's specific.
It stands out.
Yeah.
It's very unique.
That was the whole
I
idea.
like that.
Yeah.
How do you feel like your growth and maturity as a partner, as a parent, has helped you in the evolution of this album in comparison to where you were 5 years ago with the last project?
Yeah, I can't write this album if I'm not at the time 6 years into the marriage, because I learned so much from.
It's a long time to be married.
Yeah, I'm coming up on 7 in January. So,
congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm 4 years, 2 weeks ago married.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Congrats.
I'm a huge relationship, marriage commitment advocate. So yeah, I love the theme of the album.
It's just like I can't talk about that stuff if I'm not in it that long.
You can't.
If it's not committed, if we didn't work through those things, and also even the changes around me since me and Kristen have gotten together. My brother has been divorced and remarried. Her parents have been divorced. My parents have been close. I saw my sister be divorced many years ago.
That's a lot when you're married and you're trying to stick it out.
Yeah. So just seeing how it's like been for other people, it's like okay, you hear some of the stories. You don't hear everything, of course.
That's very true.
But you can kind of. I'm able to jump into a specific emotion and then almost like paint out a world from there, even if it wasn't real. But it at least started from a real emotion or a real place that someone experienced or that I experienced. So I don't make the album this way, the depth that it has, the thought that it has.
You go through.
Unless I'm in a long-term committed relationship. Yeah.
Do you feel at any point hesitant sometimes to go deeper with your relationship and the things you've learned? Because I know sometimes in our urban genres, people kind of shy away from going deep about their own personal long-term commitments like marriage.
I realized pretty much around when I did Afraid 1 in 2016 that was a separator for me. So songs like Afraid and Feelings for You, that really express, people latched onto. So if I start to pull away from that, and I'm kind of pulling away from why people love me anyway.
Okay.
So no, I don't feel timid in sharing emotions, but I run everything through my wife anyway, because she's just like,
me too.
She just likes the music.
Me too.
So like,
and that's your best advocate.
Yeah.
Closest advocate too. Yeah.
So like, if she likes it, I'm going with it. And very rarely does she ever feel like you shouldn't say this. Yeah. And if I really believe in it, she'll let me do it anyway. Okay. To be honest, so that's never been a fight. There's never a song that's been held back or not dropping because of what she thinks about it, or me being too timid to let that emotion come out. So I've been really free, and I think that's helped other people put like words to the emotions they have.
It sounds like you have a very open, beautiful relationship. Yes. So I like that.
Yes.
How has performing these songs on the album on tour helped your connection with the material? Does it like amplify it? Does it deepen it for you?
It shows me that it feels the way I wanted it to, and it gives me confidence that when I perform it, people are going to feel that too.
Exactly.
Because that was, I think, a small disconnect for me. Not for me, but possibly to other people when they heard the album, is everything that it wasn't, as far as like maybe like mainstream or radio style, because it doesn't really lean there since it is a story. But when you hear the emotion, the songs beefed up with the production, I think it makes it really come to life for people. And I've been able to see that in people's eyes with this tour in particular.
I think you painted a beautiful story of love and the ups and downs and what it entails. Do you happen to have any pre-show rituals?
There's nothing I specifically constantly do.
Because some people are like, I do this every time I run. I talked to a rapper, he was like, I bike ride every time before.
I would actually love that.
Yeah.
I don't have like a specific thing I must do.
thing.
The only thing I can't go on stage and my body isn't warmed up. People like to warm up their voice, and that's great. Yeah. You should do that. But when you like do push-ups or jog or run, if you work out and you come home and you sing in the shower, it's very easy to sing because your body is warmed up. So I gotta get my body warm. That's number one thing. So it's very funny. Sometimes people are just walking on me doing a push-up or so.
I was gonna say, so you're just doing anything to kind of garner that heat.
Something physical, but nothing. Even that is not like I must do this specific thing.
I understand.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay. Couple final questions. Who's your greatest source of artistic inspiration, or what is your greatest source?
I think that's maybe in flux right now, or just constantly changing. But the foundational baseline had always been Pharrell. Like day one for me. When I loved his stuff before I knew I liked his stuff. Yeah. So it's like maybe it had to be maybe like 2000 or 2001 when I first heard Mace's Harlem World, and one of my favorite songs on that project, I later found out produced by the Neptunes. And so many of my favorite songs growing up in that time frame produced by the Neptunes, whether it was No Doubt or the Clips or whoever else. It was Pharrell. Okay. He was the link in everything. So foundationally, creatively, the ability to not have to stick to one sonic style, Pharrell. And that's
and
what I
can hear that because your music has a lot of range, even the genre bending. Who do you think then is your biggest critic?
It has to be me. I don't think anybody else outside of me. Yeah, it has to be.
You still feel like you're your biggest critic? You think that will always be the case?
Yeah, and if I'm not, then I don't know who would be. Not that people are always bigging me up. Like my manager right now is.
I was gonna say some people say their manager is their biggest critic.
Very honest.
Like you're still more critical than even your manager.
Yes.
Okay.
He tries to talk me off the ledge a lot.
Okay. How do you determine which artists you want to open for you? Because I know tonight we have a DMV native. A lot of supporters are going to be very excited to see Alex Bond. But is there something that goes into that decision-making process?
Talent.
Okay.
Talent. Sometimes I see talent and I just personally enjoy them, and I want to give them an opportunity to like kind of sprawl and just like see what happens. I did that early on in my career. Yeah. And this particular tour is the first time where I feel like I'm putting people out there. Alex already had a fan base. Like I don't feel like I'm elevating
especially
Alex. She's
here.
a beast.
Yeah, especially here. Yeah.
Like I'm not elevating her in any manner. She's this bona fide talent that I'm lucky to have on the show. Whereas also Jalen Josie, she is an absolute force. I'm also lucky to have her. Yeah. But I do feel like there's a piece of my platform that I can use to help her. Yes. Like to put her maybe in some cities she wouldn't usually be in.
That is beautiful to say.
Yeah, And then that's the whole point even doing the feature with her on Picking Stars is the opportunity to do that. And in all of that, they're helping me too. They really are. You know, getting new fans from, you know, the fans that come out to see them.
Exactly.
It's been cool. The messages I've seen in my DMs from stuff like that, it's been cool. So yeah, it really is just talent. Like I want to give talent an opportunity because Andy Mineo gave me an opportunity back in 2015 to go on tour with him. Little Dragon gave me an opportunity in 2017 to go on tour with them. Like Nayo in 2019. Like people have given me chances, and I want to continue.
Sending the elevator back down.
Yes.
I think that's beautiful. Not a lot of artists carry that as they continue to grow, so that's just going to continue to come back to you. My last question as a supporter, will your fans and supporters have to wait another 5 years?
See, that's not fair.
I know.
They waited 5 years for an album.
And we would, for an album. That's what I mean.
But they did not wait 5 years
You're
for
right,
music or
you're
even
right.
a project.
And you're right.
There was two
no rush.
2 projects in there
Yeah.
and a lot of singles. I'm there every year.
There is
I'm
there
dropping
is
something.
consistency with we can never forget about you, which I love.
I try to do something, but I didn't really know from If You Feel to HunnyMoon Mountain. I was just kind of searching for what to say.
Yeah.
And
a lot happened in there.
2 kids happened in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say the kids. We had a lot going on in this world.
Yeah.
So this is not like a normal 5 years,
right?
For sure. Yeah.
And so, like in that time frame, I was just trying to figure it, and to be able to put that story together, I'm glad that it took the time it did, because that time frame is what gave me
the depth and experience album. For this. Yeah.
So this time around, honestly, I am not really thinking about it in the sense of like, how am I going to do this or what's next? I'm just going to sit down, let a beat play, record, and see if I like it.
I like
and
that.
build from there.
I like
because
that.
the HunnyMoon Mountain is so like, it was so meticulous in trying to differentiate each emotion that it's like, just go have fun now.
You went through a lot of emotions, which is what I appreciated. And it's like being married to and long-term serial monogamous, like I'm like, he understands. Like you understand the ebb and flow. You understand that you could literally, like you said, even with your fiance's Disneyland or your friend's fiance Disneyland trip, you could literally be in the happiest place and not be enjoying yourself.
Right.
I think people have a misconception about relationships, like when you find the love of your life, that everything is
that's it.
That's it. It's like actually the work just started. Doesn't even matter if you were together 5 years before. When you get married, that it's in some ways we're restarting, and it's just and it's a constant evolution.
It's forever university.
Like, we don't stay the same. That one song you have on your album, You're Not the One That I Fell For. I love it because it's like, I talk to so many people about relationships, and they're like, "This is not the person I was." And I'm like, "But
and that's a good thing.
It's a good thing, but you know how heartbroken people are initially, and it's like they're not supposed to be the same person.
Yeah,
y'all gotta grow together." So even that song, I'm like, I love the perspective and the way you put that out.
Because that is the initial way that people view it when it happens.
And then people are offended.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you're not supposed to be the same person. So we're gonna be relearning, unlearning, unpacking, repacking. So I just love all the emotions you spoke to, all raw, long-term relationship emotions.
Yeah, it was a joy to write. I love writing, so it was really great be able to like put that together. I can tell. Flesh out each emotion, make it make sense and not make it sound like, you know, I keep talking about the exact same things on the song, and still tell a good story. So that was a goal for me, to have a good story-driven album.
You definitely accomplished that.
Thank you.
I hope we have more music like this coming in the future. I think you're speaking to things, especially from the male perspective, that men aren't as bold about all the time. There are vulnerable subjects, which we understand, and your marriage is a very sacred thing. But it's like, we need to hear more of those stories so people know that it's real and that there is a way through.
For sure. 100%.
If you get there is a way through, and you can see it and you can hear it. So I do appreciate that.
I appreciate you for this is great.
I love talking about. I was like, I saw the title of the album and I listened. I was gonna listen anyway, and I'm like, this is a beautiful story. I identify with all of these emotions. I haven't been married as long as you, but in these 4 years, I'm like,
that's long enough. That is the beginning
4 years,
and the end of high school.
And we just had our first baby. We had a son. My wife and I. He's 3 months. I'm like this, and I'm like, we're in another wave now. Do you know what I mean? Like this
changes.
Like the parenthood part. Now it's like pre-parenthood, post-parenthood. Like the marriage is it's almost two separate. It's a separate marriage now. Yeah. So yeah, I just appreciate you like standing up, being super vocal about that. Like, this is a very beautiful thing. We need to have more conversations like this,
Thank you.
Especially in the music, Because it feels like back in the day they were always talking about it.
I don't know.
Maybe not the marriage specifically, but they were
definitely like
they leaned
yearning.
into love and yearning.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like there's almost a little bit of an absence of it. People are trying to crank yearning back up, which I appreciate. It's like you don't have to be embarrassed about that.
We ran away from it from like 2008 to maybe even like
there was a gap.
2020.
There was a gap of it.
Yeah,
and it's unfortunate, but now it's coming back. People like you leading it. You leading us. So no, I appreciate this. I'm not going to take any more of your time. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I hope I get to talk to you again.
Of course.
You get another DC stop, then we gotta run it back.
Yeah, I'm always down for this.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for tuning in to the Urban Music Enthusiast podcast. Every interview you hear also drops on YouTube, so make sure to subscribe, share, and keep the conversation alive. This platform is about more than entertainment. It's about celebrating creativity, impact, and the culture that connects us all. Until next time, I'm B. Sims, and this has been another episode of the Urban Music Enthusiast podcast, where urban stories find their voice, and we celebrate music, film, and the artists driving the culture. Make sure to stay tapped in.